allow for better tolerance for intensive dance practices. So I'm going to start by asking you this objective. So if you want to grab this one. All right, honey. So can you tell me a little bit about what brings you in today?
Sure. It started about a week ago when I was in dance camp, and I was dancing for about 6 hours a day.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This is about 6 weeks ago.
Okay. All right. Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about where you're experiencing the pain?
Right along the bottom of my foot.
Okay. And are there certain activities that seem to make it worse?
I noticed that dancing definitely makes it worse, but also when I first get up out of bed in the morning.
Okay. And is there anything that seems to make it better?
Yes. Stretching.
Okay. Okay. So stretching makes it better. And how would you describe the pain? Would you say it's dull, achy, sharp?
When I'm dancing or when I'm getting out of bed in the morning, it's pretty sharp. Yep.
Okay. So sharp. And can you rate the pain sitting here right now, 0 to 10?
Sitting here right now is a 0. It can be get up to like a 8 or 9 when it's at its worst.
Okay. And do you notice there's a certain time of day? I know you said after dance it typically is aggravated and in the mornings, but
Yep.
and are those the main times that you notice the symptoms?
Yeah, it's usually
Yeah.
usually it's around those times in the morning and after dance class.
Okay. All right. And are there any other functional activities that you feel like are limited due to the pain that you're experiencing?
Well, mostly just because I'm a dancer, I want to compete, so it's limited me from being as aggressive or as intense as I want.
Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, actually, let me ask you one other question. Are there any other, do you have any past history of any injuries at all in your hip, knee, ankle, anything that you can think of that you feel is relevant, especially considering you're a dancer and I'm sure you've had your fair share?
I've had some similar episodes where this has happened, but it's gotten better at times, and I've had some ankle sprains for both of my feet.
Got it.
And I've had some knee issues.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what I want to do today is we want to get a general sense for how you're moving. So we're going to test your range of motion and your strength, and that will give me a better sense for what might be going on and what might be causing your pain. So do you mind slipping off your shoe and your sock for me?
Both?
Yes, let's do both. So you want to check both sides, especially since you've had ankle sprains on both sides. And optimally, he did wear shorts too, but that's okay for now. All right, so we're gonna go through a couple of general movements first, just so I can get a sense for how you move. So can you stand up, and I want you to go down into a deep squat. All right, so this is a good example. Okay, good, good, good. All right, and is there pain with that at all? Or just feel kind of limited?
It just feels limited.
Just feels limited. Okay, can you do that one more time? All right. Okay, good, and then coming up. Okay, all right, and then let's get a general sense for how your strength is in your calf muscles. So I'm gonna have you come to the wall just so you can have a little bit of balance support here. You can put one hand. So first, just come up on both feet here. So just doing a heel raise. Good. Okay. And does that bother you at all?
No.
Okay, good. And then can you shift onto right side? Okay. So let's check your left side first. So I want you to do, we're going to try to do 25 heel raises.
Okay.
Up and down as far as you can. So we take them through the full 25. Now let's go ahead and switch sides, and we'll check your right leg. then what happens there? Does it start to, oh, okay, so you can't really get past 10.
It gets tough.
It gets tough, okay, all right. So, that gives us a sense, right there, we've already done our range of motion, or our strength screen for the ankle, right? And then we went right into doing the manual muscle test since he was standing. So it just makes your exam more efficient. So now we're gonna take a look and see how the rest of your lower extremity is moving. So I'm gonna have you lay on your back for me. And we'll check your left side first. You can put your head that way. And scooch to this side of the table. So I want you to try to relax as much as you can when I do these movements, and just let me move you. And if you have pain or discomfort, you let me know. Okay, so keep this relaxed. Okay, so that was a little bit limited in the ankle. Good. Extension looks good. And I'll check its rotation as well. And we get general sense for eversion, inversion and eversion. And then first MP extension. Okay, that looks good. So any pain at all when I move your ankle like this?
No.
No, okay. This feels a little bit limited. All right. Go ahead and scooch to this side of the table. I'm gonna check the other side. All right, any pain with that at all in the ankle?
Just, no.
Just a little tight?
Yeah.
Any issues there? And that's all good? Okay, so just a little bit tight again in that ankle. Okay, so while we're here, we're gonna get a general sense for your strength next. So, let's actually scooch back to the other side of the table. I'm gonna check your left side first. You can keep this leg bent. Good. And we're gonna lift this leg up. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna resist you and I just want you to maintain this position. So don't let me move you. Okay? So hold here. Good. And hold here. And hold here. Good. And hold here. Good. And don't let me move your knee. Good. And hold. Good. And bring your ankle up. Good. Hold there. Good. And then hold here. Okay, maybe a little bit of weakness there, and then hold there. Okay, good. And we've already checked plantar flexion, so I'm not gonna resist plantar flexion here. And the last thing is hip rotators, so hold there. Good. And hold there. Okay, good. All right, so let's check your other side. Go ahead and switch this way. So the only thing I found was that there was a little bit of weakness with ankle eversion on that side. So now we'll check his right side. Okay, so hold here. Okay, and hold here. Okay, so that gave him his weak. So hip extension, hold here. Good, hold here. Okay, hold here. Good, hold here. Nice. Hold here. Okay, rotators feel good. Hold here. Nice. Bring the ankle up. Okay. Hold that position. Good. And hold. Good. And hold. And that one was weak. Okay. All right. So now that we've have a general sense for what motions are a little bit restricted and what muscles feel a little bit weak. We're just gonna perform a couple of tests just to check those muscles more specifically.
Okay.
So, let's check out your hips first. So I'm gonna have you flip onto your stomach. Okay, so we're gonna check your left side first, just so I can get a general sense for what your strength is like. So I'm interested in looking at your glute max muscle. So I'm gonna have you bend this knee, good. And then can you lift your heel up towards the ceiling? Okay, so we check that glute max is working. Now you can relax, okay. Then we're gonna do that again, and this time I'm gonna apply resistance, and I want you to hold that position, and don't let me move you, okay? So go ahead and come up, good. Ready? Hold. Good, and then relax, okay? So I'd give that a 5, and then I'm gonna have you scooch to the other side. I'm gonna check your right hip. All right, so bend this knee, good. Lift your heel up towards the ceiling. Hold that position, you ready? Hold. All right, and I would give that more of a 4. He was able to hold to moderate resistance. Okay, good. Now while we're here, I'm gonna just get a measurement of your ankles. So I didn't show you guys this in class, but this is an option as well for ankle dorsiflexion range. So we're gonna check both sides since he was restricted on both. Bend your knee here, okay? And then I want you to just try to relax here. Just let me move you. Okay. So we're checking that dorsiflexion range. I feel a yielding firmness and feel. About 5 degrees. Okay. So I'm still aligning my goniometer with lateral malleolus. The fibular head is going to be my bony landmark proximally, and the moving arm is parallel to the 5th metatarsal. Okay, yep, so I'd say about 5 degrees. Okay, and then let's check your other side, same thing. Good. Assess this full passive range. Okay. And then we're aligning with lateral malleolus, fibular head. And then parallel with the 5th. And again, about 5 degrees there. Okay. And then last thing is that we just want to check on your strength of one of your ankle muscles. So I'm going to have you sit facing the room. Okay. So let me turn this up just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to have you move your ankle down and out to the side. Yeah, exactly. Good. Okay. And then go ahead and relax. Now we're going to do that position again, and then I'm going to apply resistance, and don't let me move you. Okay. So go ahead and bring your leg, bring your foot again down and out. Great. Hold that position. Ready? Hold. Hold. Okay. So a little bit of weakness there. So I would give that a 4 because you're at a level of moderate resistance. We're going to check the same motion over here. So again, move your foot down and out. Good. And then relax. Okay, and then one more time, down and out. Hold there. Don't let me move you. Okay. And again, broke with moderate resistance, so about a 4 on either side. Okay. So that was the full range of motion screen, strength screen, and then going into the appropriate goniometry measurements and strength measurements. Do you guys have any questions on that?